Okay, so our focus on the program today, like I earlier said, is on the need, rather the importance of filing in of tax returns, especially for small business owners, that's the SMEs. So my first question to you on the program today will be, the tax auditors, or rather the tax authorities, usually request all corporate taxpayers to file in their tax returns annually. So, what exactly is filing in of tax returns with the tax authority?
All right, thank you. I'll start by saying that as a taxpayer, you have a civic responsibility to file returns.
Okay.
And when you talk about filing returns, what do you mean? It means that you're going to file in a report of your income for that period and the tax computation to show that, okay, from this income I've earned during this period, this is the tax on it. So it's just saying that usually there is a prescribed form that will put you through the process and information needed in your return. So you complete those forms and you now declare, just like a declaration of these are my transactions, saying that this is your transaction for the year and this is the tax on this transaction.
Okay, so when you say prescribed forms, are these forms given by the tax authorities?
Yes, it actually depends on the kind of returns you're filing.
Okay.
Because different tax authorities, don't forget that in Nigeria we have different tax authorities.
Yeah, that was going to bring me to the question of, is the tax returns, is the process of filing in the tax returns, or the requirement, is it for the, we have two type of businesses in Nigeria, especially for those SMEs. Some of them are just registered business name, while some are actually registered companies limited by shares. So for the business name and those limited by shares, is the tax filing in of tax returns applicable to both parties, or is just the corporate taxpayers?
No, both the business name and the incorporated entities are supposed to file their returns. But now you file returns to different tax authorities. Now for a business name, you are supposed to file your return in the state where that business is registered. So for example, if you have a business, a registered business name in Lagos, that means you file your tax returns with Lagos State Board of Internal Revenue.
Yes.
But if it's a company, you now file it to the Federal Inland Revenue.
Okay. Okay, so we are clear on that. So if your business is a registered business name, kindly file in your tax returns with your state tax authority. But if your company is limited by shares or a separate entity, like she said, it means that your company is, for instance, Elizabeth Aluko Limited. It means that you have to file in your tax returns with the Federal Inland Revenue Service. So, assuming I want to file in my tax return for my company, what are the basic requirements? What are the basic required documents that I must present to the tax authorities?
Now, to file your returns, your company income tax returns, now, we are required to submit your audited accounts.
Okay.
There is a self-assessment form, although right now we have the e-filing platform. Okay. But before then, there is a self-assessment form that the FRS has printed, which you're supposed to complete. Okay. Complete the form, and the form is supposed to be signed by a director in the company. Okay. Then you're also supposed to attach a computation, your income tax computation. This computation is supposed to show what your income is and what the tax is on that computation. Yes. And you're also supposed to attach a tax capital allowance computation.
Okay.
Those are the documents you're supposed to submit. Then after your computation, if you have a tax, at the point of submission, you're also supposed to pay that tax and attach the evidence of payment.
Okay, so all these required documents that you have listed, beside the audited account, or rather the audited report, because last week we treated audited report and somebody from the PwC, Mr. Folajimi, was here to educate us on that. And we understand that, okay, you have to submit the audited report, but you did make mention of capital allowance computation and computation of your revenue and all the taxes that comes with it. Who prepares these documents? Is it somebody within the company, or do you have to hire a service of a tax consultant?
Now, it's actually the responsibility of the company
Okay.
to compute their tax and also file. But now, if the company does not have the capability or the resources to do that, it can be outsourced to
A tax
a
consultant.
tax consultant firm.
Okay. So that brings me to another question. Are there any exemption for those expected to file in their tax returns? Maybe for new businesses or small businesses like SME, maybe they just started, their capital or their revenue is not even up to 1 million or 2 million naira. Are they still expected to file in their tax returns?
Now, everybody's supposed to file returns.
So there's no exemption.
Every company is supposed to file returns. Now, but for a new company,
Yes.
you are given a period of 18 months
Okay.
to prepare and file your return.
Okay.
Unlike a company that is ongoing,
Yes.
for a company that is ongoing is 6 months after your year end. So, for example, if your year end is December, so that means you are expected to file your returns by June 2018.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that is noted. So if for those who are new, for new business owners,
You are given a period of 18 months.
you're given a period of 18 months.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Okay, so in the interest, what happens when a business fails to file in their tax returns voluntarily with the tax authority? Maybe out of ignorance.
Well, as we know, ignorance is
Is
not
that
an
an
excuse. But really, when it's a responsibility, it's a
Yes.
statutory responsibility. So as a civic citizen, you are expected to file in your returns.
Why I'm asking that question is because a lot of businesses or a lot of business owners, especially the SMEs, I will always say the SMEs because there are no jobs, so everybody's coming up with one business or the other, and a lot of these people don't really have that business experience or have that experience of some of them are not even aware that they're supposed to file in their tax returns at the end of the year. They don't know the implication of setting up some of their business name or companies. So if that happens to a company, what happens?
As I said initially,
It's an offense.
it's an offense, one.
It's a
And
penal offense.
yes, and the truth is that there are also, the government has also been creating awareness, like this platform
Yes.
is to create awareness and let people understand that you need to file your returns, what
Okay.
it takes to file your returns. Now, in a situation where you have done that out of ignorance,
Yes.
you're also supposed to show that really it was not your intention not to file your returns. So what you now do at that point is to try and put together all your accounts for the period you have started business and file it in.
Okay. Okay. So, ignorance is not an excuse. If you have a business, if you're a business owner, or you are working for a company that have not been filing in their returns, I would advise that you kindly do so and filing your tax returns and submit your accounts. If you can do that yourself, or if you don't have a staff that have that required skill or experience to put your accounts together, I would advise that you also hire the service of a professional tax consultant. They are out there. You can reach out to them, or you can reach out to us on 080-90-101-101. We can have a way of assisting you. You can join this conversation through our social media platform at NG Tax 101, or you can send us an SMS. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll be asking our guests more questions on filing in of tax returns. We'll be right back. Of our taxpayers. Can a company filing returns by themselves, or must they have to hire the service of a consulting firm like Pedabo?
Okay, as I said initially,
Yes.
the taxpayer has the right to file their returns by themselves.
Okay.
However, the benefit of having a professional in the taxation field to help you out cannot be overemphasized.
Yeah.
Now, as a tax professional, the tax professional have an in-depth understanding of the
Yes.
requirements of the law and how to take advantage of some provisions of the law. So when you have a tax consultant, it also helps you to focus more on your day-to-day business and leave the tax the tax returns and the tax work
Yes.
for the professionals.
For the professionals, yes. But you did make mention of the tax professionals taking advantage of the tax laws, which most of us as taxpayers don't know. We really don't know those area of advantages that are lying within the law that we the taxpayers can tap into. So, as a consultant, do you get to do that? Do you advise your clients?
Of course, if you see something in the tax law that will be of benefit to your clients, of course you take advantage of that.
Okay.
And you also be able to advise them properly,
Yes.
Of what to do and what not to do, and how to keep their record so that some of all these penal charges really,
yes,
you avoid it.
Okay. So, my taxpayers, you're hearing from the professional. So, after all the preparation and compilation of relevant documents, what is the next step? Take us through the administrative process. The process flow, yes.
The next step is for you to file your return. As I said initially, if you are ongoing business, you're expected to file your return 6 months after the end of your accounting period.
Yes.
So let's use a December account as an example. So that means at the end of this month, which is June,
yes,
you're expected to file your return. So at this point, what do? Before now, you used to have paper returns. As at the period, you need to go to tax office and file. You are supposed to complete the self-assessment, which is on the platform of FIRS.
Okay.
You're supposed to download it, complete that form, sign it, attach your tax computation, make your payment, attach the evidence of payment, attach your accounts, and file.
Yes, you did make mention of that. So for those wondering where to get this form, you can go to www.firs.gov.ng. That's .gov.ng. That's the FIRS e-filing platform. You can download those forms, and there are a lot of other, go through their platform and you'll see all the relevant documents that you need to download to filing your tax returns. So, does the e-filing platform, I understand the FIRS, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, they now have a robust e-filing platform that enable the taxpayer, instead of going to the tax station, you can just, go online and file in your tax returns at the convenience of your office or at home or wherever, and get your taxes filed with the FIRS. So I want to ask, is the process easier compared to you going to the office or the conventional process?
Yes, I think the process is easier. Before now, as I said, the administrative process I actually talked about before now was the formal one, which is the one you need to download and go submit. But now with the e-filing system, all those protocols have been cut down, reduced. So what you need to do is just to go to the e-filing platform, log into their website, go to the e-filing platform. You will see the form. Now you don't need to download the form unlike before. Yeah. So you just complete the form online and submit. And at the point of submission, you attach your computation, you attach your audited account, and when you submit, there is a report that will be sent to you showing you that you have filed the returns. And that's it. It ends there. You don't need to visit the tax office.
Okay. How about the payment for evidence of payment?
You are supposed to attach the payment evidence, because usually when you pay, they also give you
like a code,
e-tickets. Then recently too, they have also started issuing e-receipts. So at the point of payment, immediately it clears, you get evidence and e-receipts. So you attach that e-receipt and submit, and it's filed.
Oh, so you can do all that within a split seconds.
Yes, you don't need to go. You do it in your office. You don't need to go to tax office anymore.
Wow, fantastic. I must say well done to the Federal Inland Revenue Service for providing a platform that creates the ease of doing business with the tax authorities. So,